Hello, this video is to learn how to read an anemometer. Here's a Davis anemometer, much like you would use in a mine, and the anemometer is used to measure the linear feet of air traveling down an entry. Typically, we always do our air readings for 1 minute because ultimately we want our answer to be cubic feet per minute. So again, we measure the linear feet of air traveling down an entry with a anemometer. So here's a picture of one. The dials doesn't have any hands on it, but it's just to show you that the outside here measures 0 through 99. And as the hand would go around one time, then the 100 hand would be at the 1, and as it goes around and it advances to the 1,000. And so you just read the dials, read what the dials are pointing to, and come up with your reading. A couple different methods of doing it. You can start with the 0 through 99 number and read it then 100 or 1,000, or you can start 1,000, 100, and 0 through 99. So I'll do both of them. You can decide your preference. So on this one, we'll start at the 0 through 99. So if we look at this hand here, we can see that it is pointing us 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so it's 08. And then we look at the 100 hand, so it's past the 5, but not to the 6, so it's 508. Then we look at the 1,000, and it's not made it to the 1,000, so it's no 1,000, so this reading is 508. Okay, the same one, just using a different method, and we can read the 1,000 first, and it's no 1,000, so we just leave that blank. We look at the 100, it's past the 5, but not to the 6, so it's 500. And then we look at this one, look at this hand, and it's 5, 6, 7, 8. So that reading is 508. So two different methods of doing it. You can select which way. I'll go through several examples doing both methods. So here, let's look at the big hand, the 0 through 99. And that's 50, 55, 57, or 56, 57. So that's the 57 there. Looking at the 100, it's past the 9, but not to the back to the 0 yet. So it's 957. And on the 1,000, we can look, it's not made it to the 1,000. So that reading is 957. Okay, same dial, just a different method. So we look here, it's not to the 1,000 yet, so we just drop that to 0. Here the 9, it's past the 9, so it's 900. And then we look here, and we find this one is 55, 56, 57, so it's 957. The next one, we'll start with the big hand, 0 through 99, and that's on the, here it's on the 50. The 100, it's past the 1, but not to the 2, so it's 150. And the 1,000, it's not to the 1 yet, so that reading is 150. Same reading, just different method. It's not to the 1,000, so we just drop that. It's past the 100, but not to the 2, so it's 100. And reading this hand is 50, so that reading is 150. The next one, we're going to start on the big hand again, so that's 90, 91, 92. Looking at the 100 hand, so it's not even to 100 yet, so that's 0 hundreds. And the 1,000 hand is barely moved, so that's no 1,000, so our reading is only 92. Same dial, just look at the 1,000 first, it's not to the 1, so it's none. On the 100, it's not to the 1 yet, so our reading is going to be less than 100. And we'll look at this hand, and we have the 92, so our reading is only 92. On this one, what we have, let's read the outside hand or the big hand first. So we have 50, 51, 52, 53. Looking at the 100 hand, it's past 5, but not to the 6, so it's 553. In the 1,000 hand, we do have a reading here. So it's more than 3, but less than 4, so it's past the 3, so it's 3,553. Okay, on this method, we're going to start at the 1,000 and work our way that way. So we have 3,000, it's more than 3, but less than 4, so we have 3,000. The 100 hand, it's past the 5, but not to the 6, so it's 3,500. And we look at the 0 through 99 hand, it's 50, 51, 52, 53. So that's 3,553. So on this one, we'll start with the big hand. So we have 0, 1, 2. So that's 02. Look at the 100 hand. It's barely past the 8, but not to the 9. So that's 802. And we look at the 1,000 hand. It's past the 1, but not to the 2. So that's 1,802. Same dial, just reading the thousands first. So it's past the 1, not to the 2. So it's 1,000. On the 100, it's past the 8, barely, but not to the 9. So it's 800. And reading the 0 through 99 hand, it's 02. So we have 1802. So on this one, we're going to start at the 0 through 99. So we have 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. So we come here to the 100. It's past the 3. It's really, really close to 4, but it's not quite to the 4 there. So we would be 399 and no thousands. It's not to the 1,000 hand yet. So that's going to be 0. So we have 399. So on this one, same one again. We're just going to start at the 1,000. So we have none. The 100, it's past the 3, not to the 4. It's really, really close to 4. So that's going to be 300. And I look here, and it's 99. So that reading is 399. So we went through those. You got a couple of choices the way you read them. You know, it doesn't matter. You come up with the same thing. I really like starting at the 1,000, the 100, and then the 0 through 99. I kind of like to read it the way you would say it, 399 for this one. So you read the 399. This is fairly simple after you get the hang of it. You know, sometimes it can be a little complicated for people, but you know, you practice on those, it will become just second nature. You can read them quickly. So for more videos, visit the website wvmindtraining.com. Thank you.